Hello from Vermont. At this moment, whether you're live or watching the recording, it is pouring down rain here, giving us some much needed moisture for all that goes on in gardens and farms and beasts and fish, etc. Welcome. My name is Karen, coming to you from Salt and Sand Studios. If you have a blanket, a cushion, or a friend's cushion, go ahead and grab that and sit on it. Today's focus is little by little, inch by inch, the nuances of back bends. We're not going to take anything really deep today unless we feel that it is right for the body, as per usual. But the nuances we'll be practicing mainly in standing back bend, in inchworm, which is also known as puppy dog pose, and shalabhasana or Adha Shalabhasana, which is locust pose. So we'll be working on that, all of the beautiful benefits to opening up the front of the body, the cardiovascular system, releasing tension in the shoulders and neck, opening up the heart and the shoulders, and starting to provide a little bit of extra flexibility and strength in support of posture, since we tend to spend a lot of time hunching over. So welcome. We'll start in a comfortable seat. Legs can be crossed or out in front of you, hands resting on your knees, maybe palms up or down, or perhaps they're in your lap. Lengthen the back of the neck and perhaps close the eyes. Notice what the front body and the back body are doing. Are you hanging on to some tension in one area or another, or maybe super loose, not finding a little bit of active in the belly, which you want to draw inward and upward. Tailbone draws downward, imagining that the sitting bones and the tailbone are supporting you as roots into the ground support a tree. Come into the breath, maybe without really even changing it, just notice it. Check in with the shoulders. Notice whether or not the neck and shoulders or chest are hanging on to a little tension. And just while you're sitting here, as you breathe in, see if you can lift the rib cage in the front and the back a little bit away from the hips. So the torso lifts high, starting from the top of the head, while the sitting bones draw the hips down. So creating that little bit of space right around the waist area. W-A-I-S-T. Chin is a little bit tucked. Take a long, full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, release it. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears, breath in. Press the shoulder blades behind you and down, breath out. One more time, shoulders lift up, long breath in. And they release heavy behind and down, breath out. A little drop of the chin to the chest. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe take the hands onto the shoulders so the thumbs are in front and find a little massage of the place right where the shoulders start to meet the neck. Drop the hands back into your lap, lift the chin parallel to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, turn the head to the right. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, just the head is turning here. We're not taking a full twist. We're working the upper spine and neck. Breathe in and twist. Inhale, draw the nose front and center. Breathe out, a look over the opposite shoulder. Nose, chin, forehead turning over to the left. Breath in, spine gets long. Breath out, neck turns a tiny little bit. Inhale, draw back through center. Consider here an intention or motivation for the practice. It might be something very simple or simple yet difficult, or maybe it's something aspirational. Press the palms together at your heart as if they found their home there. We'll start the more active part of the practice with the sound of Om. If you would like to join in, it is your preference. We'll take a cleansing breath first. Come into kneeling. Oh, I forgot that I had this lovely glass heart to share to talk about how the back bends open up your heart. Open up your heart. Boom, boom, boom. So we're going to come to sitting on the heels. And if that is a little tough on your knees, if your knees don't like to bend that deeply, you can take a blanket or your another soft prop behind you so you're not coming all the way onto the heels. Knees, wherever it feels comfortable, they could be close together, maybe a little farther apart. And the tops of the feet are in connection with the mat. We're going to start by floating the arms high overhead on a breath in. On an exhale, take a cactus shape with the arms. Breathe in, imagine that the elbows and the forearms get a little bit farther away from one another. Breathe out. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, float the arms high overhead. If arms overhead doesn't work for your body, you can always bring the hands to the heart or keep them in a cactus shape. So here we're going to practice what we did seated as well, drawing the tailbone down. Breathe in and see if you can lift from the top of the head the rib cage, front and back, away from the hips. Keep the length as you breathe out. Breathe in again. And out. Another breath in. And out. I'm going to turn sideways. You can bring your hands to your heart. Sideways to you. We're going to take that again, rising up onto the knees. So now kneeling. If you need to place something extra or fold your mat over under your knees for comfort, go ahead and do that. We're going to take that all again from this kneeling posture, but start playing around first with the lower back. So maybe finding a little arch in the lower back and then tucking the tailbone down. That's where you want the back bends to be sort of fortified from. So now we're going to activate the glutes a little bit and the quads a little bit. So feel the legs activate. It might feel a little bit like you're drawing the knees upward, the tailbone down. And we're going to take the breath again. Arms float high overhead or remain in cactus. Drawing from the top of the head, inhale to extend the side bodies, the front body, the back body, tucking the tailbone under. Keep that length as you breathe out. This time, lift all the way to the shoulders so the shoulders reach up to the ears. Breathe in. Keep the shoulders up as you breathe out and feel the extension along the torso, front body, side bodies, back body. Now breathe out and loosen the shoulders a little bit. Take that one more time. Getting a little taller, loosen the shoulders, breathe out. If you're not in cactus, inhale, come back to a cactus arm shape. Right now your spine should be a little bit taller, your heart a little bit open, and your collarbones kind of smiling forward, just like your beautiful faces. Breathe in. Exhale, hands by your sides, a sort of mountain pose from the knees. Quads, hamstrings, and glutes are still active. If your belly is dumping forward, you're going to go ahead and tuck the tailbone again, drawing the pelvic floor up and feeling the space about 3 fingers below your navel also moving in and up. Hands by your sides for a mountain. Activate the thighs, activate the glutes a little bit. Tuck the tailbone down. Inhale from the top of the head, letting the body get longer all along the torso. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit together. Keep the belly in and up. Exhale, breathe out. And again. And out. Draw back to sitting on your heels and come into tabletop. So that was our basic foundational work for when we go into a back bend from mountain pose standing. And when we work into inchworm, when we come face down on the mat. Wrists and shoulders stacked, knees and hips stacked, feet as wide as the hips. A movement that aids in bringing some fluidity to the spine, your cat and cow shapes. For the cat, press the floor away, breathe out, drop the head, drop the tailbone. For the cow, inhale, belly drops, gaze and hips lift. Exhale for your cat. If you'd like to add some other shape or movement, take that here. Inhale for the cow. One more round, a breath out, cat. A breath in, cow, maybe a little movement side to side of the tail and the head. We return to a neutral spine. So not our cat shape, not our cow shape, but neutral where the shoulders get a little real estate between them and the navel moves in and up. We're going to start to walk the hands forward just a little bit. And then spread the knees nice and wide to bring the big toes together. Sitting bones shift back toward the heels. If this is tough on the knees, you might take your prop again and place it behind your knees. Forehead comes to something. If this is tough on your shoulders, my left shoulder is a little bit wonky,